sports and the Oilers. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals and the Houston Oilers. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like.
A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. But not the graphic that this fan base wants to see week one, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys missing here in this one.
And even in today's football, where everyone does their best to try and have their starters ready for week one, guys still have to practice. They still have to train, and injuries do crop up. You're exactly right about that, though, Brandon. None of the people supporting this team wanted to see that graphic on the screen at the start of this game.
It returns it right back to Samuel. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down. And Howe will throw it. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Oh, Howe loses it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side is... And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum has clearly shifted in their favor?
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's Murray from midfield. And his throw is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Murray now to throw. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Partner, I think this will win a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios amongst... Oh, Hal loses it! Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Howell, another throw on second down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
They'll go play action. Howell. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 44 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. Fit defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. They'll run with Robinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Brian Robinson Jr. A 9-yard touchdown run. Cardinals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's countered. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Running right on the option is Murray. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
These two teams all tied after 1. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's Zaven Collins into the backfield with ease and making the stick. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Little bootleg here. Howell rolling to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Got a man, it's Kenyon. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On 2nd down, Cook. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Powell, he'll look to throw it. The throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Off play action. It's Howell.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Getting in there and finishing the play off was Myjai Sanders.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Linval Joseph breaking free and dropping him. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 5.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Murray off play action.
Able to get this one to McBride.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and they're going to have a third down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Dancing, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Chase Young
able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
Houston's offense taking over again as we eat closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
First down now with that clock rolling.
Now Howell.
He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Back to throw, Howell.
Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
And once more, Howell back to the air. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Throwing here, Howell. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here's Howell. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's 2nd down. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So we've reached halftime here.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. An injury stoppage here, and that's Marquise Brown, who appears to be shaken up. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9.
They go to Elliott again.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Shotgun now from Murray. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Murray. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray now running right on the option. A little juke, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
2nd down. Howell now. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Howell. Completes it to Samuel. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, 33 yards. And the Oilers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Sly on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try to change the momentum of this game.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. To throw is Murray. That's into the hands of Pascal. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 3rd and 4 now. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Murray now to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Prater's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Houston set to take over. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. The offense on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Hal now to throw it. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this offense hasn't been at their best here. They've made some mistakes. They've been frustrated. They've been largely shut down. But then you look up and say, wait a second, this is a one-score game. So they're still very much in this, and they're on the move here with a first down.
Flush to his right. Checks this one down to Robinson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Howell's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on. And this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The man they call Scary Terry remains one of the best at taking the lid off of a defense. Not only a top 10 season in terms of yards, but he averaged over 15 a catch and was named to his long overdue first Pro Bowl.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Cook up the gut. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. And Cook has it, left side. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
They'll run for it with Robinson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the fourth quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
Now 1st and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
has been and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down 21-17. A little under 50 seconds to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Meanwhile, Murray's throw taken in by Pascal. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now Murray. Finding Ertz here on the out route. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. To throw is Murray. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw, Murray. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his head. They're totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Now Murray's got to have this one. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that.